Wow, what's going on, Blues Nation? Wow, what a huge win in this one tonight, or last night rather. Ended late, 3-2 win in a shootout over the Los Angeles Kings. Uh, as the Kings, who had just 6 losses at home on the season and only 3 losses in regulation at home. They've been one of the best teams at home in the NHL this season. And yeah, to beat them uh, on their home ice was huge. And of course, playing them again Saturday night. And yes, this was a huge win as we are now just 1 point back of a playoff spot with just a little over a month remaining in the season. So, we would take a 1-0 lead late in the first period. Goal scored by Jake Neighbors. Assist by Colton Parayko for Neighbors, his 17th of the year. That would put us up 1-0. However, not long later, the Kings would tie up 1-1. Goal scored by forward Quentin Byfield. So that would tie up 1-1. And then we would take a 2-1 lead in the middle of the second period. Goal scored by Robert Thomas, extending his point streak to now 11 games. So that would put us up 2-1 before the Kings when they come back to tie it up 2-2. Goal scored by Trevor Moore. His 14th of the year, that would tie it up 2-2 heading into the third. And so remain tied through the third period. It would go to overtime, and Jordy Bainton would come up with some big saves in overtime, in the third period and overtime. And yeah, so it remained tied, had chances in the overtime to win it. So go to a shootout. We've played in a shootout quite a few times this year. And Jordan Kyrou with a backhand shot to put us up 1-0 in the shootout. And Binnington needed just a save to win it in the shootout. However, then a wrist shot by Kings forward Kevin Fiala to extend the game. And then Robert Thomas with the win in a shootout, a wrist shot, will give us the win 3-2. So, huge win. Thomas continuing his point streak. He's been just outstanding all season long, particularly the last couple months, though. He's been outstanding. So this is a huge win, and now be back in action Friday night when we take on the Anaheim Ducks in Anaheim. So the team we put up 7 goals against back in January. So yeah, before we then we'll go back to LA to face the Kings again Saturday. Sort of weird how the schedule works out. We face the Kings last night, and then 2 days off, and then, or rather 1 day off, and then face Anaheim, and then go back up to LA. So, but regardless, yeah, so this was a huge win. So, till Friday against Anaheim, Comics Square saying go Blues.